Hey everyone, this is a video that I had never ever anticipated making. June has been pretty horrible for me. So last Monday, unfortunately I lost a family member, and that was quite a hard hitting moment. Wasn't expected, and yeah, it took me quite by surprise. That was on the Monday. I decided that week that any runs I did would just be for sort of my own well-being, and there was no focus at that point on distance, mileage, elevation, any of that stuff. So that was my goal. However, Tuesday morning I woke up and I started to have like a sensation like pins and needles around my feet, not necessarily in my feet, and no discomfort in terms of pain. That was a bird, sorry. No discomfort in terms of pain, but just odd, very peculiar. I didn't think much of it. I just thought maybe I slept funny, or maybe I was just tired and, emotionally, physically a little bit sort of all over the shop. And so that was Tuesday. I think I went for him Tuesday night. I can't quite recall, but I'm sure I did. So I haven't got for him Tuesday night. It was a little 5k or something like that. Came back and still felt a bit weird. Wednesday, similar sensation. Thursday I did a little run again, and on that run, every time I pounded the pavement, I just felt this like constant buzz around my feet. It wasn't like in my feet or down my leg, it was constantly like around it, like I was wearing a sock that was all kind of like pins and needly. It's really strange. So by this point I'm starting to get a bit worried. I'm starting to question what's going on, because I've never had this before, and pins and needles, anything sort of like that, is never a good sign. Like I just couldn't get it to go. I couldn't do anything at all. So I sent a message to the doctors Friday and just said, hey, this is where I'm at. Not expecting them to do anything immediately, but I got a couple of missed phone calls because I was busy at work, and they said like come in right away. So, oh gosh, okay. So I went in Friday evening, did a couple of like tests to see if I had the sensation in the toes, which I did, and all this time I could still like move, I could still walk as normal, nothing was worrying me. It just had this really weird kind of like buzz, pins and needly feeling around my feet, and he was like, okay, what we're going to do, it must be your diet. And I was thinking, I don't know if there's anything in that, but maybe it's diet. You've got to trust these doctors, right? He said, I'll do a blood test 3 weeks time. So I'm thinking, oh gosh, 3 weeks. Well, what am I supposed to do in the meantime? That's a Friday. Saturday rolls around. Sunday, I tried to go out for a long run Saturday. I got as far as about 400 metres, and it just, this constant buzz every time I put my foot on the pavement, it was just doing my head in. I couldn't see myself getting through it, and I was still thinking, well, this is unusual, right? This is not normal, and there was no way I was going to do 20 miles on this sensation. Like I say, no pain, it was just bothering me, really bothering me, and I started to kind of worry a little bit that I might do some more damage, not knowing exactly what it was that was causing me this feeling. Monday, Tuesday, still nothing. So gets to Wednesday, I got in touch with a local podiatrist, just to see if I could like relieve some of the sensation, see if they could offer any insight. And in describing it, we had a chat over the phone. They were absolutely lovely, and they more or less said, look, I think you're pretty much going to find it's not foot related, it's more spine related, nerve related, maybe it's a bulging disc or something of that nature. And of course my head's like at this point spinning, because I'm thinking, oh no, what does this mean for me? Where's this come from? This is a big thing. Where has it come from? To wake up one morning and suddenly it's there. What has happened? I'm racing backwards and forwards in my mind. What have I done? Is there anything that could possibly link? And I just couldn't come up with any answers. So the podiatrist basically said to me, look, you need to get yourself an MRI. Here's a couple of private ones you could do. And I'm thinking, oh well, I haven't got the money for that, that's for sure. Private MRI. So I get back on the phone to the doctors and I explain the problem. And she says to me, don't worry, the doctor will get in contact with you over the next 2 days, and he'll talk to you about an MRI and the possibility of having one. So I'm thinking, great, okay, that's Wednesday. Nothing Thursday, nothing Friday. So Friday's today when I'm recording this video, and as it stands I've got still no real proper kind of like ground contact feeling in my feet. Again, I keep saying it, no discomfort in terms of actual pain. I'm not like limping, I'm not struggling. It's just this like buzz every time my feet touch the floor. Now, from the start of this issue to now, the progression has been that I was experiencing it for like 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and then nothing for like an hour at a time. I'm now at the stage where I could experience it for, I don't know, 30 minutes, then nothing, then 30 minutes and nothing, then nothing at all for hours. So it's really, really inconsistent. I'm not entirely sure what is necessarily triggering it to be worse or to ease itself. So here I am with the unknown, with no idea what has caused the issue, no idea what the issue actually officially is, and yeah, with no real timeline for when I'm going to get anything sorted. I'm really, really gutted, because the training was going really well. I started to feel like this was going to be the race for me. So many of my races I've done, I just haven't felt like the training's gone to plan, really. I haven't delivered the result that I was happy with. And I really felt like this time I was going to get a good 20-week training block in, increase the mileage. The most beautiful weather we've had over the last 2 weeks, typically, of course. I could have trained early morning easily, late at night easily, and it's just been absolutely scuppered. So I don't know right now what the future holds until I can get some sort of official line from an MRI or something. I just don't know. I don't know how to ease it, what to do, what not to do. I'm literally at a loss. So I thought I'd put this video together to let you know why there's been no content. And like I say, I'm absolutely devastated. June has been it's just been rubbish. June has been rubbish, in terms of my family. That situation was not a nice way to start June. And then in terms of the running, which I do need for my well-being, and I cannot do it. So yeah, I don't know what much more to say about that. I'm just devastated. So there it is. I'll let you know when I've got an update, but for the time being, you're not going to see any running from me. Again, rightly or wrongly, I'm choosing the option not to run, and playing it safe, because it's all about long-term goals, isn't it? It is just running. There will be more races, and I'd rather do what I need to do now to secure a better future of running, rather than jeopardise it by doing anything too silly. Plus, it's just uncomfortable to run on. Uncomfortable. Anyway, loving you and leaving you, and I'll see you soon.